Hello everyone! Welcome back to my Flosstube channel, which is a channel all about cross stitch. My name is Rosanna, and you can find me here on YouTube and on Instagram as brightanddusty. This is a Flosstube Extra. It is going to be a Christmas holiday kit parade. So the camera will be oriented like this throughout the video so you can see the cover photos. And yeah, I wasn't going to do another video before January, but I have been seeing everyone's wonderful Flossmas videos, and I was feeling a little left out, so I decided to throw this together last minute. So it's a kit parade. These are going to be almost all commercially produced kits. I'm talking Dimensions, Busilla, Sunset, Janlin, all things like that. I've been cross stitching for about 3 years now. When I started cross stitching in October of 2022, that's when I started picking up kits at thrift stores, and I have amassed a lot. So obviously it's way more than one person could ever stitch, but I do like collecting them, and if I see them for a few bucks, I'm going to pick them up. So there's a lot for me to show, hopefully to give you some idea for things you might want to stitch in the future. And I believe it was 1 year ago, last January, when I watched Fiber Arts Amy, her kit parade video, which was 2 hours long. And that's when, yeah, I really got into kits. I have several as whips now, and I love them. So yeah, I brought out these little houses just as a fun festive thing. These are tins. I like collecting these whenever I find them. They're really, really cute. So I just brought those out as a little festive thing. But now I'll orient the camera a little bit downward so you can see the actual kits a little better. Um, yeah, the lighting in here is kind of weird today because it's raining, and I don't know. I'm doing my best here with the lighting. I know it's a little shadowed, but the other thing is that most of these are still wrapped in plastic. So if you're listening with headphones, you might want to turn the volume down a little bit just because I can't really control the sound of the cellophane, to be honest. But other than that, I think this should be a pretty fun video. And these are not really all that organized. I wish I had time to put them into categories, but that didn't really happen. So here's a first one. This is Janlin. It is called Santa Stuffed Stocking, and it's designed by the Cooler Design Studio, Sandy Orton. And this is a really fun design. Santa with all of his workshop things and his outfit. There's more of the details down there. And this one comes with like a brown or a tan Ada. All right, then I have several of these Daydreams Christmas themed kits. So these are cool because they come with the finishing materials. So this one's designed by Debbie Mum, and it's just called Santa Trio. And actually, the cool thing is that I found one of these kits finished. So this is one I found thrifting that was already done. And you can see the center part is stitched, and then the sides are illustrations. And then it comes with the glass. It comes with the cardboard for the back. and these little metal fasteners. So that's what these look like when they're done. They are so adorable. So this would be similar to that. The other ones I have are square. So this one is the same Daydreams brand. And yeah, I don't see a title on this one. That's the number of it, 72747. But it comes with the glass frame, and then you stitch the middle. This one is a bear, 72749 is the number. That one is really sweet. The nice thing is that these are really small. The stitched part is really small, so these are easy to just whip up for gifts. And then the last one I have is the cat. Down here it says Winter Kitten, number 73504. And I love this one. I love these birds in the mat that you get. This would be a really, really fun one. So I think these are all Dimensions brand. Yeah, so it says Dimensions. So you can look them up by their number or their title. All right, now we're kind of getting into disorganization. This is a Weekenders kit. Yeah, the idea is you can finish these in a weekend. I don't know. I mean, they look a little dense for that, but maybe. This is a really cute Santa. It's called Country Claus by Nancy Bombard. Yeah, I do like that style. That Santa is a little more prim. I like the way it looks. And then it comes with the fancy mat. These are Dimensions brand banners. This one is called, well, the title is in French for some reason, Nous croyons au Père Noël. It just means we believe in Santa, obviously. By Kathy Griffiths. And you can also get this as a standalone pattern by Dimensions. I don't think it is in the shape of a banner though. I think it's just like it's arranged a little bit differently, but you can get it as a standalone pattern. Uh, the kit comes with the fixture to hang it, and the banner already has a finished edge, which is nice. The other one I have in that series is called Welcome to Thee by Todd Trainer. So the idea is you can put your own name in there. I love this one with the birds. This would be really fun. So same sort of thing with the hanger and the finished edge here. Really nice. This is the Nativity Bell Pole. This is the Dimensions, and it's from 1990. And yeah, these ones are not included. These are in the same series, but they're different kits. The kit here is for the banner. Yeah, my mom picked this up for me at a yard sale. It didn't have the fabric, but you know, whatever. So That's a nice one, you know, if you want to do a nativity that's a little different. Yeah, I'm gonna be having like so many piles of stuff around me. I'm gonna have to try to keep organized here. This is Gold Collection. It's called Coming Home for the Holidays. I absolutely love this one. This is one I'm planning to do someday. It's really big, but I absolutely love this. So it comes with like sort of a gray blue Ada. Lots of fun details here. This is one you can still get. This one's not out of print. This is the Snowman Lantern. It's a regular dimensions, not a gold collection, which I don't think I've stitched a regular dimensions or started one. Oh wait, no, I did start one. I did start one. I think the idea is that the patterns are a little less complex, like you don't have to do the 4 strands and stuff like that. I don't really know. I love this design. It's super cute. I love lanterns and snow globes, so that's why I picked this one up. But yeah, you can definitely get this one on Amazon and stuff like that. And it comes with a navy Ada. Okay, this one's Letty Stitch. I bought this when Michaels was having a sale. I just really couldn't resist this. It's called the Winter Townhouse, L8076. This one also has a stocking version. So the stocking is basically, I think, just this part. Like it has the car in it, and then it has like maybe one of the houses. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking for a stocking design, this has a stocking version. So that one's really fun. And here's how they organize their floss. Very similar to Merezhka and Riolis. I do like this organization system. All right, here is DesignWorks ornaments. These are designed by Joan Elliott. And the number here is 1689. I'm not really seeing a title, but these are really cute. So these come with the perforated plastic, and you get like some embellishment pom-poms here. Okay, so here's the regular dimensions that I actually did start. I started this a week or so ago. This is called the Santa's Truck Stocking. I love this. And I'm hoping it won't take me forever. Maybe I could finish it by next Christmas. We'll see. I love the reds in this. It's just so bright, and working with the red floss when we're in the middle of winter and it's just so drab outside has really just been boosting my mood, I've noticed. So yeah, I'm really enjoying working with all the red. And yeah, I had to switch out my Ada. I had picked this up at a thrift store and it was in plastic. It was opened, but it was still in the plastic. However, once I started taking all the kit materials out of the plastic, I noticed like it smelled of cigarettes. So, uh the fabric and the felt backing, I mean, I absolutely can't use those. I'm just going to toss them. So I switched it out for an 18 count Ada. And what I did was I washed the floss in soap and water and let them dry overnight. And honestly, that did get rid of the smell on the floss. So I'm going to be able to use the kit floss, which is good. So that really wasn't that big of a deal. I wasn't going to use the 14 count Ada anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, my stocking is going to be kind of small on an 18 count, but I'm really looking forward to see what it looks like when it's done. All right. Speaking of thrift store finds, um, this is a hugely popular kit. It is called the Christmas Village Ornaments by Dimensions. Yeah, this is another lucky thrift store find. And this one I was planning to buy it anyway, so it's nice that I was just able to pick it up. I haven't started it yet. I think when I do start it, I'm gonna start with the barn. I really like that one. But yeah, it's just a matter of finding the time. These designs are just spectacular. So this one's still in print. You can get this on Amazon. Here is Mary Inglebright. This is a Busilla, and it is called the Teacup Mouse. Yeah, I was kind of planning to start this one this year, but I never got around to it. I started the truck stocking instead. But I just think this is adorable. And this one comes with a fancy mat to frame it. Oh my goodness. This one is so cute. Design Connections Polar Sledding. Original art by Lori Korsgaden. This one I picked up on eBay. I was just so enamored of it. Um, because there's the tiny teddy bear there. Ugh. Yeah, I want to do this one. So there's the information. And it comes with sorted floss, which is nice. So I don't know much about this designer, but this is a really, really cute pattern. Okay, Bobby G Designs. I'm a big fan. I haven't actually stitched anything by them, but their designs are really, really vibrant and beautiful. This kit, wow. This is actually an Imaginating kit. So, yeah, I don't know if it's still in print, but you can probably pick it up on eBay. And this is just so colorful. It looks like there is a fair amount of back stitching, which is probably what's holding me back, but all those reds and yellows. This one's a little hard to find. It's called Woodland Glow by Dimensions. Yeah, of all the ones that are like animals out in the Christmas woods. I think this one is my favorite. There are several in this vein though. But I just love that tree. That's a lot of snow to stitch, but and it comes with a navy Ada. So this is a Candamar. I assume that this one is probably out of print. Welcome to Winter Snowman Stocking. Or no, Welcome to Winter Snowmen Stocking. And then the designer is called Brothers and Sisters. This I have the stocking version, but I believe there's also one that is like, rectangular. But I do really like this stocking. How cute is that reindeer right there? Yeah, I haven't looked at this pattern, but, you know, depending on the fabric you use, if you use white, you don't have to stitch all this white. If you use navy, you probably don't have to stitch all that. So let's see. I think it comes with white. Yeah, it comes with white, so like you could probably avoid stitching most of this part. But yeah, that's a really cute one. Oh, look at these little bunnies. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Yeah, I am always on the lookout for tree skirt kits. This one I found at Goodwill. The designer is Debbie Mum, and it is called Visions of Christmas Tree Skirt. So, yeah, I have this in my stash. Um, I really would like to stitch a couple of tree skirts because I have two like regular size trees. Yeah, this comes with just like a mountain of floss. And then this Ada is a giant rectangle. Because I took it out and looked at it. So you have to like finish it yourself into the circle. Which for me that would be kind of a challenge. I've never done that. But anyway, there's that one. This is from the year 1996. Here is another Jan Lynn that I absolutely love. This is called Holiday Treats. And it's from the year 2001. And I have seen other birdhouse Christmas kits, but this one's a gingerbread house, and I think this is by far my favorite of that genre. But yeah, there would be a lot of backstitching. This would be a really, really giant project. But it is so cute. And yeah, a lot of floss here. So this one I did not get the floss or fabric. I got the pattern by itself on eBay. And this is Jan Lynn. It's called Rest Stop. However, you can also get this as a standalone pattern from Stony Creek. So it's called Rest Stop. Yeah, this is another one I was considering starting this year because in comparison to a lot of the other Christmas kits, it's really not that big. But yeah, I didn't get around to it. I would have to kit my own floss for this. So yeah, I just love this design. I pretty much love anything with a lantern, honestly. So here is Designworks. This is called Route 66 Christmas Diner. And so a couple things happened. First of all, I saw this finished at a fair in, the needlework competition. I saw a finished one of this. It's gorgeous. So at some point I picked it up on Amazon or something. So this is one you can still get. It's not out of print. And yeah, I tend to really like the kits that are at nighttime where you can see all the lights, and I do like that style. So I am really drawn to this. Haven't started it. Obviously it's huge. I have heard, mixed things about the Designworks floss. So I am curious to, see what the quality of the floss is like. I think I had heard from some channels that it tends to break. I don't know. I haven't really tried it myself. I believe that the channel Stitching in South Jersey, Debbie, she has this as a whip. So, yeah, I'm not sure if she showed it in a while, but I think she has this as an active whip. So it might be worth, checking out if you want to see it in process. All right, this isn't commercially produced, like a mass produced kit. This is just one I got in an estate sale, but it had all the floss, it had the fabric. Um, it has the little ornament for the cat's hat. So I figured I'd just show it. So this is Art Stitch, and it's just called Noel. And this is really cool. It's Art Deco style. Kind of a simple aesthetic here, but it's super cute. Now, who doesn't like a cat wearing a Santa hat? So yeah, I got all the stuff to go with it. All right, why don't I get into some Dimension Petites and some ornament kits? So some smaller stuff. Here is The Quiet Night, which is a Dimensions Gold Petite. Really beautiful. Yeah, this one, when I found it, it was not in the original packaging, but it had everything with it. So I could start this one. I have thought about it. I do like that nighttime vibe. I don't know if that one is in print anymore. I'm really not sure. I don't think it's very expensive. Here is one I picked up within the last month. This is the Believe in Santa. Dimensions Gold Petite again. So a vintage style Santa, looks like an old timey postcard. I really like that aesthetic. And yeah, I think you might still be able to get this one. I don't see a year listed here. I know for a fact you can get this This is the coffee shop. Yeah, I think I saw this finished by Annie from XO Needle in the Hay XO. I think that's where I saw it, if I'm not mistaken. And wow, it looks gorgeous when it's done. This is my favorite one in that series because there's a toy shop, and I think there's another one, but I like this one the best. Super cute. Yeah, so this one's available on Amazon and other retailers. This one is the Christmas on the Beach. I'm not really much of a beach person, but I do like the idea of a Christmas tree on the beach. I don't know. That's very charming to me. So I would stitch this. And I absolutely love Adirondack chairs. Um as an upstate New Yorker, I do like Adirondack chairs. So this one's copyright 2009, and it has the way they sort the floss these days. Here's a small one from Busilla. All Hearts Come Home with this chickadee. It's a lot of backstitching, but it is really cute. And you get White Ada. All right, I have a few like Mill Hills. I don't really have that many Mill Hills. This one's actually just the pattern. Um, I would have to kit it myself. Winter Holiday collection. It's called the Christmas Palm with the flamingo. Again, the beachy Christmas thing. I do like that, and I do like flamingos. This one's a very popular ornament kit. There's a bunch of these in this series. This one's called the Evergreen Sleigh. These have a lot of beads. That would be fun to do like in a week or a weekend. Get it up on my tree. This is the Holiday Pins 8, and it's a tree. So it has hardware to turn it into a pin for your sweater, but I think if I did it, I would just make it into an ornament. And yeah, this one is mostly beads. It does have some floss there, and it has a star charm for the top. So that's really, really sweet. This one is one of the stockings. Holiday Ornaments 6. So this stocking has some presents and toys up there. Mostly beads. And perforated paper. I was sad to hear the news that they are discontinuing the perforated paper. Um, I have a ton of 14 count in my stash. That'll last me. I don't think I would ever be able to use it all up. So, you know, if I want to stitch on perforated paper, I still can. But I was kind of sad to hear that they're not doing that anymore. And I would really like to try the 18 count perforated paper, but I don't have any of that. I would have to buy some before it, disappears. Here is the Fa La Llamas Buttons and Beads Winter Series. I just think these llamas are the cutest. Yeah, you could just kind of picture them out on the mountains. Beads, floss. It doesn't look like this one comes with any kind of like charm. Oh, actually, no, there's a star here. I guess the star is probably in here. I just can't see it. I think that might be it for my Mill Hills. Now I have some of these. They're called the Wire Whimsies. These are from the 90s. This is 1994. They're designed by Kieran Avery. This one is called Star Snowman Whimsy. So yeah, these are very 90s style. They're super cute. If you find a complete kit, it comes with like the wire and the I don't know what you call this stuff. I forget. Oh, raffia. It's called raffia ribbon. So this one was just a partial. Somebody had already stitched it, so I would have to kit most of it. Here's another one, Wire Whimsy. This one is called Santa's Bag of Gifts. Also by Kieran Avery. You can see that this one still has the wire in it. Has a floss. This actually still has the raffia ribbon as well. But somebody started it. These come with perforated plastic, not paper. And here's a third one. This one I actually got a start on. It's called Ice Skate Whimsy. And I just love this ice skate. It's really fun. And there's no wire or ribbon in here. I would have to supply those. But it does have the plastic and the floss. Okay, now I'll get into these little Santa ornaments. I probably have like half a dozen or so. So Heirloom Santas, this is like, I want to say this is the predecessor to the Mill Hill Santas. I don't really know. I mean, they look very similar, but it's a different brand. And yeah, there's a little star sequin on his face there. I don't know. It comes with these stars. So this one's called Père Noël. These come with perforated paper and floss and like little embellishments. And then you have to make the beard out of floss. So I have several in this series. This is called Saint Nicholas. I really like the blue color on this one, but it's the same idea. This one comes with like a off-white perforated paper. Here is Father Christmas, same brand. This one looks complete. It's opened, but it's complete. This is one, I just got the pattern. It's called Sinterklaas. And then here's the tree trimmer. This one's really nice. I love that tree, and you could really just like go to town putting beads on this tree if you wanted. I mean, it doesn't come with beads. None of these Heirloom Santas come with beads, but I think it would be pretty easy to add them. Oh, actually, no, there are some. A little bit. But they're not like Mill Hill where it's 50% beads. But I think it would be pretty easy to just add them yourself. Here is the Pioneer Santa with the little lamb here and a bell. This one's really cute. Perforated paper. There's a little bell you can see. And the floss. No beads. Yeah, if I do these, I think this will be the first one. This is called the Lunar Santa. I love this. I would definitely add beads to this. And this one comes with silver perforated paper. Isn't that cool? It's really shiny. Here is another heirloom Santa called the Patriotic Santa. So he is wearing red, white, and blue. Looks like he's holding a bird. And then there's a teddy bear in his sack. And this one also comes with a bell, but no beads. Here's my last heirloom Santa. I only got the pattern for this one. I shouldn't say this is my last. I have 3 more, but they're a different brand. But this is my last of this William Marr Crafts. This is the canine Santa. So there's 3 dogs in this pattern. I love this one. Somebody had already stitched it, so I just got the pattern. I would have to kit it myself, but that's okay. And then I have some heirloom Santas. These are by the brand Needles and Hoops, which is a Busilla brand. You can see down here, Busilla. So this one is the Noel Santa, and he is holding a lantern and he has some stars. Doesn't look like there's any beads. So perforated paper, floss, and the stars. So this one's the same idea. This one's called the Joy Santa. So he's holding a tree and some holly. Once again, it's embellished with some of these sequins, but that's about it. And here's my last Santa. That was a lot of Santas. Peace Santa. So this Santa is holding a dove. And yep, perforated paper, stars, and floss. So yeah, these just must be kind of like the predecessor of the Mill Hill kits with the Santas. And most of them don't have any beads, but I would definitely add beads. So now I'll go through more of a random assortment. These aren't really in categories. This is Needles and Hoops. It's called Rather Be Skiing. So this isn't necessarily Christmas, but it is winter. The copyright on this, I want to say it was like 1985 or something like that. And wow, this is like the quintessential 80s kit, I would say. Um it's so funny. I kind of love it. I don't ski though, so I don't know. But yeah, it was worth showing here for sure. So this is Needles and Hoops number 568. This one is this is a kit, but I just got the pattern, and it's designed by Joan Elliott. And let's see, is there a title on here? I don't know. It's number 5391. And this is a Design Works. I want to say this is called the Victorian Bear Stocking. I think that's what it's called. And that bear is just adorable. And he's holding a snow globe, and there's a snowman down here. A lot of details here. Here is a Lucilla Santa kit. It's called Santa and Teddy. So this is copyright 1995. And you get white Ada. This is a really fun one. Once again, this is more winter than Christmas. It's dimensions, and it's called Snowy Surrey. So yeah, this is just so cool. Very old-timey vibe. That is a lot of white. Although I think if you do it on white fabric, you don't have to stitch all that white. That's what I would suspect. And yeah, it comes with white Ada. Here is Needles and Treasures. It's called Mary St. Nick. You can see here. So this is a very classic looking Santa. And there's a lot of fun details. He's got like a holly wreath. He's got a horse toy. I like that it's a circle. And it says down here, designed by the Fraser Collection. I'm not really familiar with that. But that's a fun one. It's a lot of floss. Here is a Butterick brand. I don't have that many of those. I don't really know what their story was. But this is a wreath. It's called Wreath Pillow. There's a title up in the corner. So gingerbread man, various cookies. I mean, this is nice. Oh, well, there's a little bit of the pattern. You can see it's not really symbols. It's just color blocks. That is not my favorite way to stitch. But that's what it looks like. And then, yeah, there's a lot of floss in here. Oh, it comes with the ruffle, too, for the pillow. Okay, here's another ornament kit. This is the Berry Merry Christmas by Dimensions. There is the title. And this one comes with perforated plastic. And you got a lot of options here for ornaments. This is really, really sweet. Yeah, you can see the plastic here and the floss. This is a Christmas Scenes. The brand is Something Special. And once again, you do get a lot of choices. I like the way they finish these with the frayed edge. So there's the info. And you get white Ada. Actually, you get an 18 count Ada, it looks like. So that's kind of unusual. Usually it's 14. All right, this is actually a stamped. You can see this is quilted. The design is stamped onto it. It's called the Candy Cane Quilt. No, Candy Cane Santa Quilt. So this is a Dimensions stamped kit. Somebody had organized the floss on this but they didn't stitch anything. So you can see the stamped quilt there. Yeah, I am not really into the stamped kits. Well, to be honest, I don't think I've actually tried one, but I don't think I would enjoy it. Um I think part of what my brain likes about stitching is looking at the symbols on a pattern and then, stitching it onto blank fabric. I think that is part of what I am drawn to with cross stitching. And if I was just going to be stitching a pre-stamped thing, you don't really do that. So I don't know. I did start a needlepoint, and those are stamped, but they're a little bit different. So I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a really cute design. This kit is heavy. I mean, that quilt is really thick. So this is a Janlin brand and it's called Kitten Stocking. And you can see it is a cat with all these beautiful ornaments. Honestly, I don't know why they stitched this on white. I mean, to me, this would look so much better if it was on a dark fabric because the cat is white. Yeah, it just seems like the white Ada really isn't doing it justice. So if I was going to do this, I would switch the fabric for sure. This comes with a ton of floss, and then looks like this is the edge to finish your stocking. Here's another stamped one. This is called the Littlest Angel Stocking by Dimensions. And yeah, so you got angel, nativity. Down here is a bunch of snowflakes, which I really like that. That's very cute, the way they did that there. So this is copyright 1990. And as you can see, yeah, it comes with a pre-stamped fabric. So this is if you like the stamped style. This one is counted. Also by Dimensions, Christmas Remembered Stocking. And I really love this one because of that tree. It's a classic design. I'm sure it would look great. And oh, there's a little Noah's Ark down here with a zebra. I just noticed that. Um, so that's really sweet. Rocking horse. I mean, you get a lot of detail in here. So this comes with a tan Zweigart Ada. I'm pretty sure this one's out of print. Here is the Gold Collection Peaceful Evening Stocking. So this is the one with the church and the two deer in the foreground. I love those deer. Yeah, this is one I picked up randomly thrifting. It is a very nice nighttime scene. And this comes with Navy Ada. Black felt backing. Yeah, it looks like this is unopened. I don't think anyone ever opened it. Okay, sort of in that same style. This is Designs for the Needle. It is called Silent Night. This is another one where you get the Navy Ada. And honestly, I'm surprised this kit isn't more popular because these animals are super cute. You get bunnies, cardinal, raccoon, fox, and stag. So, yeah, this one you can buy very affordably on eBay and whatnot. Um, oh, actually, you get black Ada. This is black, not navy. Just FYI. Okay, so I have a couple of smaller ones, or a few smaller ones, and then I think I'm going to be done. This is a Jan Lin. It's called Cherished Teddies. And I believe these teddy bear patterns were also published in a book by Gloria and Pat, but they also released it as a kit. And it looks like you get some beads, maybe. Yep, you do get some beads here. These two are these like angels. They're clothespin angels. Sorry for all these price stickers. Some of these price stickers are really hard to get off. So I wasn't able to remove them all. This one's a cardinal. And then this one is the two Santas. I really like that one. So you get the clothespin, the floss, these are wings. The metal wings, or I don't know, maybe they're paper. I'm not sure. Cardstock. And yeah, what brand is this? Oh, this is Designs for the Needle. So they came out with a bunch of these angels. I've come across a lot of these like smaller kits from the New Berlin company. I don't know much about them, but this one's really cute and it comes with the finishing wreath. You can see like here. This is another Designs for the Needle. These are angels. The series is called the Old World Ornaments. So those would be fun. And with this one, you get Black Ada. This is. I don't know what this is. Copyright the Sugar Plum Express. I have no idea what that is. But the nice thing about this is that it comes with this bag. So you stitch it on the bag, which is made of Ada. And then you have this like little gift bag or whatever. So yeah, it's called Santa Sacks. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird one I found. Yeah, I feel like I have so many bears at this point. These are the mini stockings. They're called pocket ornaments, and they're by Designs for the Needle. So these are really petite miniature stockings. I feel like it would be very annoying to finish every one of these into a stocking because you have to like figure out how to add a back and turn it inside out and do all that stuff, and then it's like you have a very very tiny stocking at the end of that. um yeah, my fabric is not good. It's got some water damage or something. You do get these cardboard stocking shapes. I guess, to finish your ornament. And yeah, I like how they put the little mini candy canes in all these. That's really cute. All right, so to close out the video, why don't I show just like two thrifted finishes just to round it off here. So I showed this one last year on one of my Flosstube videos. This is a Jeremiah Junction. This was released as a kit, and it came with this red frame. And isn't that so fun? That is such a pretty finish. And it's nice that it just came with, everything. And I love the Jeremiah Junction designs. They're so vibrant and fun. So that was a cute finish I found probably a year ago. And then I will show one that I found this week. I found this pillow. I don't know what this pattern is. I tried to figure it out on Google. I couldn't find it. It does say 2013 down here. So I'm wondering if maybe it came from a magazine or something. But it is this gorgeous tree. The candles, the star, and the base are all done in Kreinik. So it's got really nice sparkle. And yeah, the finishing on this is beautiful. You can see there's a seam running down the center, but it's sewed together really nice. Star fabric, it's stuffed really well. Yeah, this is so beautiful. So that was just a cute, fun thing I picked up. So thank you. If you made it to the end of my Christmas kit flip through, and I wish you all the best for the rest of this holiday season and the new year. I will see you in January, I hope, for a regular update as I transition into some other non holiday stitching. But until the next time, happy stitching. Bye.